Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The ball carried by number.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
Mahomes firing complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Down by Micah Hyde.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff as they run left inside. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Edmonds on the tackle.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I open.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Number 82.
From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs. But this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball game.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
Stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
It's a gain of 5.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chris Jones gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
On the tackle.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Jordan Poyer.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
And it's up and good. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
To kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and finally brought down at the 43. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not much there, only a yard. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Flushed out right. That one complete to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On first down, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Carried by number 31.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
15-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 30.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Dancing to his left. He may try. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move.
brought down by
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 40.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Complete to Travis.
Give him 30 yards there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Darius on the stop.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The quick slant caught.
Mahomes pass.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his home 13-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Again, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll roll him out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
40-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
48-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Complete to number 30.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Complete to number 30.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
On the left side, he finds Beasley.
The pass complete.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, You tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The pass.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew.